So if we have a position time graph, अगर रिलेशन होता है तो डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं डी बाई डी टी, और अगर ग्राफ है तो हम उसकी स्लोप कैलकुलेट करेंगे. Slope of xt graph gives vt graph or velocity time relation. Xt is position time, vt is velocity time, so we can find the position time to velocity time by using this differentiation or slope. The same logic we can use from velocity time to acceleration time. If we have to convert any velocity time graph to acceleration time graph, we'll find the slope of that graph. So velocity time graph, if we do the differentiation, if we have the equation, otherwise if we have the graph, we'll find its slope. Slope of velocity time graph gives acceleration time, and that will be, yes. अब slope कैसे calculate करते हैं? So graph में कैसे calculate करते हैं? We had two cases we did last class. First, if it is a straight line, for any straight line graph, straight line slope is tan theta, where theta is the line, the angle that line makes with the x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So if suppose draw this type of lines, similar questions we did last class, just a quick recap through few example. अगर हमें line की slope निकालनी है, then we don't bother where the line is starting from. It is starting from origin, it is starting from positive value, it is starting from negative value. What we are interested is only this angle. Slope of line is tan theta. Theta is positive in first quadrant. कुछ लोगों के स्कूल में मोशन इन प्लेन भी आ रहा है, वेक्टर्स भी आ रहा है. So AP sir is covering those topics. Don't miss the class. If you miss, please see the recording, and if you want, I'll give one extra class for clarifying the doubts. Right? So those in which who are having motion plane also in the exam, because we will be doing vectors again thoroughly in the coming few classes. So don't expect me to finish syllabus with the school pace. I don't want to. In fact, I want to do very detailed analysis on the numerical. Okay. So, and I am assuming that you are solving your respective reference books, whether it is SL Arora, Newton, or Pradeep, any XYZ, ABC, XYZ. There are so many books. You can start, not start. You have to do that. I have the Newton right now. Now I also have the Newton. So if you have doubt from Newton, you can ask in Friday class. So we'll exchange the doubts in the group. Friday class is primarily only for the doubts, because already you are having 5 classes of physics, which is more than sufficient. Some students complained about the time management problem. I'll give one lecture on that also someday for the group. But individually you can come up. I will help you making the timetable plan. Time is sufficient for everyone. Now let's see this graph. So there are 4 portions of this graph, and offline classes we are planning to start from Monday, this coming Monday, and it is optional. Those who want to come will come. Those who don't want to come, it's okay. Now, even I also want personally that you should still not take the risk. From the 4th of August onwards, we will be doing it offline, full-fledged. Monday onwards, you can come. Some of you can come. 4th August onwards, we are planning to do is mostly offline. Online will be there, don't worry. Online will always be there. Recording will always be there. But yes, till Monday, probably we will make that arrangement that at least 10 of you can come and sit in the class. But still be watchful and be careful. So only and only if online is not working at all, then you can come. Otherwise, for the doubt session or for one class when you have to ask something, maybe that Friday class you can come offline. And rest for the content part, you can, depends on you. But you have to inform first how many of you are coming so that we can keep that arrangement here. Schools have started probably, no, starting from this Friday, right? The offline school is starting from Friday?
They sent us a consent form if we want to go or not. They haven't
Yes,
confirmed anything yet.
No, I
we
think.
will also get a consent form.
Okay, okay. Then what did you feel? You want to go or not?
No. My mom said that something about wave 3, so
Okay, yes, yes, yes. But wave three, some according to some sources, it is coming in August. According to some other sources, it is due in December. So, anyways, I mean, not the all the classes. I also recommend that you don't come for each and every class. But yes, during the doubt session and those practice sessions, I would like you to come and interact face to face with all the teachers. Many teachers, including me, haven't met many of you personally. So maybe not all at the same time, but on a rotation basis, I will suggest that you come and interact with the teacher. We will also get better idea about you and what to do and how to help. Not for exactly for the class, I mean for the doubts and for any other planning, any other motivation. I will not say motivation is self motivation. I believe in self motivation. Nobody can you motivate from outside. That's a self motivation thing. अब वो आपको कितनी देर में आता है, that depends from person to person. कुछ लोगों को धक्के खाने के बाद आता है, कुछ लोगों को आता ही नहीं है. So I mean that is an individual thing. I don't think anybody can motivate. Anybody can pump up you for an hour or 2 days maximum. Then your self motivation works. So make your goal, plan your goal, maybe you'll feel more motivated and energetic. In that planning, I can help. I can plan for, let's say, for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, how should you do and how you should proceed, how many hours you should be putting in per day, and something like that, that I may help on an individual basis, not during the class, because that is again a very subjective thing. So I want to interact personally and offline. So that is why I recommend only for the doubts and for clarification. For the content part, I think more or less it is the same. In fact, it is better, that is better visibility and you are sitting at the comfort of your home. I am in the office right now also, by the way. So for me, nothing will change. I will be taking classes from office only, from institute only. So like it's not the comfort of home for me. That's what I wanted to clarify. Sometimes, yes, maybe during weekend I take class from home, but yes, suggestion is that don't take unnecessary risk, but do come for the offline classes, at least for the interaction with the teachers, right? And considering all the other factors, yes, logistic and commuting and whatever, health issues, health challenge. If you have not been exposed to COVID, then you have to take more precaution because antibody has not been developed. So all the things, yeah, and some syllabus has been cut, but as per the my standard, we don't reduce the syllabus. Last year also we did everything because every topic, every concept in your chapter is contributing into the next chapter or next concept understanding. So when you prepare for the school exam, then you may leave that part, but I will not leave anything. Maybe AP Sir's class, I will ask him to restrict only to the syllabus, whatever is the new prescribed syllabus. So the idea of this class is not to just finish the syllabus for your school exam, it is to give you as much as possible exposure to the all variety of questions. Then I have asked the other teachers also, the mathematics and chemistry, to use a similar DPP pattern. So they will also be starting this same soon. Right. Okay. So line की slope calculate करते हैं by tan theta, and theta is the angle that line makes. Even if you're preparing for the JEE or NEET or any XYZ, you know, when you have the clarity of the concept, you can write any exam. Any exam means any exam. So don't worry that it is too much for me. Should I do it or not? It is always good to go one level higher than the required. Always that boosts up your exam confidence. But that should be only when you have covered the basics. Right. Here the first line from 0 to T1, line का angle है 90 से छोटा. It is an acute angle, tan theta is positive. So 0 to T1, this velocity will be constant but positive. T1 to T2, that line is parallel to x-axis, so it is making angle 0 with the x-axis. Therefore, velocity will be 0 from T1 to T2. From T2 to T3, again this line is making, and this angle seems slightly smaller. So it will be slightly smaller and positive velocity between T2 to T3. T3 to T4, this angle is greater than 90. Greater than 90. So yeah, one more facility that we used to provide is during weekend, if you are not able to study at home. This was the facility during the offline times. So now maybe some parents have requested for that. So you can come and you can do all the practice and all the homework in weekends here. Teacher will not be available to teach, but yes, I will be around to at least monitor you and support you and maybe if doubt comes. So that is something we used to do for initial hand holding. Right, understood. So similarly position, if this would have been a velocity time graph, we can find the slope, and slope will be the acceleration time graph. Angle less than 90, slope is positive. Angle 0, slope is 0. Angle greater than 90, then tan theta is second quadrant is negative. So that way it becomes negative below the x-axis. Likewise from velocity to acceleration. Second case was in case of parabola. Parabola on differentiation gives straight line. Parabola on differentiation give a straight line. So parabola hai, if it is an upward parabola, on differentiation it gives positive slope line. So like this. If it is an upward parabola, on differentiation it gives a positive slope line, but we also have to decide here the initial velocity and the final velocity, where this line will start and where this line will stop. For upward parabola, this slope will be positive. The slope of that line will be positive, but where will it start? That will depend upon initial tangent slope. So at t is equal to 0, the tangent that is make theta is greater than 90. Theta is greater than 90, so tan theta is negative. It will start from some negative value. And it is a positive line, so it will be a positive slope line, but finally the ending point velocity will be positive because end point the slope of tangent is positive. Okay, so this is upward parabola, positive slope line, which means the line will make an angle less than 90. If this would have been a downward parabola, for a downward parabola, it will be a negative slope line. But again, we have to decide the initial velocity and final velocity with the help of slope of the tangent. So like suppose if this downward parabola is like this, so this is a downward parabola. Initial point, when you draw a tangent, then the slope of tangent will be positive. It will start from some positive value. and ending into some negative value because now the angle is greater than 90. Downward parabola, negative slope line, upward parabola, positive slope line, and initial point and final point, we have to check where will the graph start and where will it end. So we did something like this, these type of graphs we did last class, and then the combination. Now, next category of the graph, when we have to convert the graph. xt to vt, vt to at is the same pattern, and sometimes question asks opposite. If this is a velocity time graph, what will be the corresponding velocity position time graph or displacement time graph? That we can do with the same logic, but in the reverse way. Now, next type of question is when we have.
Can I go back to the previous slide?
When we have velocity position graph. If we have velocity position graph and now we have to draw the acceleration graph. From the velocity position to velocity position graph. Sorry, acceleration position graph. I'm drawing the done. Ronak,
Yes, sir.
So done, sir.
will you prefer come offline Monday onwards?
Sir, maybe, maybe not.
Maybe. Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll also have one consent form kind of thing. When you come here, you'll have to sign. Plus, in the WhatsApp also, you have to confirm if anyone is planning to come. Very nice. अब बेटा हो गया done. बढ़े आगे. Now, velocity position to acceleration position. So basically, we have to draw A versus X graph. Using velocity position graph. So velocity times acceleration time to simple hai. The same logic that we use from position time to xt to vt. But if we have v versus x graph, for example, if velocity versus position graph is like this. What will be the corresponding acceleration position graph? What will be the corresponding A versus X graph? Okay, who will tell? Manya, are you there? Yes, very good. So can we do that? Here theta is less than 90, so it will be tan theta is positive. So is it correct? Is it correct?
Sir.
Okay. No, it's not correct. Why not? Because when we write the equation in terms of x, it's not just dv by dx. This would have been when it is directly slope. But a is not dv by dx. A hota hai dv by dt. Any slope of velocity time graph. When we convert this into x, we did another function that is multiply by dx divided by dx. Expression formula is v into dy by dx. So in this conversion, we cannot directly say that it is a straight line making an angle less than 90, so it will be positive, constant and positive. Here we have to do a little bit of maths first. We have to find v multiplied by slope, and then we have to find the new relation. So what we do here, equation of velocity in terms of position, that we will write first. And what will be that equation? Y is equal to mx because it is passing through origin, so c is 0. C is 0, which means equation of velocity. It is a straight line passing through origin, that is the equation. Now you substitute this in the formula of acceleration in terms of position and then find. So v is mx into d by dx of mx. Correct? Velocity is mx. How? Because the straight line is passing through origin, and any equation of straight line passing through origin is y is equal to mx. ये बन गया mx. इसको डिफरेंशिएट करोगे तो एक m आ जाएगा बाहर. So we got a relation that a is m square times x. What is the shape of this graph? Arnav Sharma, what will be the shape of this graph? A is proportional to x. If y and x both are linear, then what is the shape? Sharma ji, mic not working. यार तुम दो device use कर लिया करो. I need answer. Okay, who will answer then? Aditya.
Yes,
Aditya,
sir.
what will be the shape of a versus x graph if this is this equation that? So first you have to find the equation. I mean, you have to find the expression in terms of x. वेलोसिटी ग्राफ से हमें v वर्सेस एक्सेलरेशन पहले एक रफली इक्वेशन में लिखना है. उस इक्वेशन को v मल्टीप्लाई बाय dv by dx में पुट करना है. Accordingly, we have to find a versus acceleration, and then a versus acceleration we need to plot on the graph. इसका ग्राफ कैसा बनेगा? What will be the shape? We did a class on graph, standard graph of straight line, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola. What is this? Yeah. Yes, I'm asking something.
Sir, I don't know.
I don't
No.
know. Very good. It's good to be honest. Okay, so let's go back to that concept, how we derive, how we find that, whether the equation will represent a straight line or it will represent a parabola or something. So when y is directly proportional to x, both linear, then we did that the equation of straight line as y is equal to mx plus c. When both linear, it is straight line. When one linear, another when one linear and another quadratic, then it is a parabola. Both quadratic, then it is circle. Both quadratic with same coefficient, circle. So it will be again a straight line. So since a is directly proportional to x, and again there is no c, c represent the intercept on y-axis. So इसको जब हम convert करेंगे in ax graph, then it will again be a straight line. That means nothing changed. What will change is only the slope, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. The v versus x graph was a straight line passing through origin. When you convert it into the ax graph, it is again straight line graph. A is equal to m square r x. The only difference will be this theta will be slightly different. Tan theta 2 will be square of tan theta 1. Right? बेटा ये समझ में आ गया अभी आदित्य?
Yes, sir. आ गया समझ में.
वो एक ग्राफ की कुछ क्वेश्चंस की थी हमने कुछ सेपरेट क्लासेस की थी फॉर ग्राफ डिफरेंशिएशन. So those are like the backbone of whole physics. So you have to revise that again and again, so that you can quickly recall what to do. AX ग्राफ को यहाँ पे BX ग्राफ से AX ग्राफ में चेंज किया. Nothing has changed. It is exactly same. Only difference will be this angle is slightly changed. Slightly changed means tan theta 1 and tan theta 2. स्लोप पहले m था तो अभी स्लोप हो गया m स्क्वायर. बेटा किसी को इसमें डाउट हो अभी फिर से पूछ लो, बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू गिव द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस. Vx to Ax ग्राफ में हमें केवल एंगल नहीं देखना है. Vx to Ax ग्राफ में we have to first find the Ax relation, A versus X relation. We have to find using the. Yes boss, बोलो.
सर v इज इक्वल टू mx में m एक कांस्टेंट है.
तो ये स्लोप है. इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन क्या होती है? y is equal to mx plus c, m is equal to tan theta. क्योंकि लाइन का तो हर जगह पे एंगल सेम ही होता है. Every point line makes an angle, same angle, theta, theta, theta. So it will be constant only.
ओके सर.
The slope of line is constant. At every point, it makes same angle with the x-axis. Right? Right?
यस सर.
Hmm. Okay. If it's clear, then the second question that I'm doing, this is a JEE question. V versus X graph is as shown. Draw the corresponding, this is in the DVP also, by the way, but just draw the corresponding AX graph. So we'll do it together, don't worry. First, we have to write, draw the corresponding A versus X graph. What will be the equation? It is again a straight line, so y is equal to mx plus c. It is again a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. Right? Y is equal to mx plus c.
Yes, sir.
In this, m is positive or negative? In this, m is positive
So
or
negative.
negative? Aditya, negative?
Yes, sir.
Because angle that the line makes is x-axis. अगर समझ में नहीं आया तो you have to ask any without any hesitation. This class has no, I mean, hurry. We don't want to quickly jump to next topic or something. This class is to make everything clear. So मैंने equation लिख दिया वैसे. यहाँ पे c is positive because y-axis पे it is intersecting at the positive line, positive side, and slope is positive. Correct? So this is the equation of this line, negative slope, positive intercept. Draw the corresponding acceleration position graph. So for that, we have to calculate acceleration in terms of position. Velocity is minus mx plus c. And then we differentiate this minus mx plus c. Minus mx plus c, and when you further differentiate, this become minus m. C is constant 0. अभी इधर माइनस एम एंड माइनस एम मल्टीप्लाई ओके हो गया प्लस एम स्क्वायर माइनस एम एंड सी इट बिकम माइनस एम सी. A is equal to m square x minus mc. Right? अब ये कैसी इक्वेशन होगी? What is this graph? It is a straight line, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. What is this?
It's a straight line.
Straight
Yes.
line.
Straight line. Slope is positive or negative? Slope is positive or negative? Yeah, slope is positive or negative? Slope is positive or negative? अरे कोई तो बोलो यार.
So positive.
Positive ना? Aditya, m square is always positive. Y is equal to mx plus c. ऐसी इक्वेशन होती है स्ट्रेट लाइन की. Y भी लीनियर है यानी a which is on y axis this is also linear. Linear means power 1. It's not a square, it's not a cube. और c होता है y axis पे intercept. When both are linear, it will be a straight line and y axis intercept is negative, so it will be negative. I mean m and c we just took for the reference. Actual value is not required. So to start from negative, it is a positive slope line. So this will be the corresponding acceleration position graph for that velocity graph. So it's not always true that the Vx graph will be same Ax graph and Vx will always be in the same direction, or it will always be a similar graph. No. It will depend upon that relation. So we need to first find that relation by using the little bit of maths. Okay, so now we'll do some more questions from the graph from the worksheet. But before that, let's do the reverse process also. अभी हमने सिर्फ slope calculate करके acceleration का भी कुछ slope होता है and that is also had some significance when we differentiate the acceleration. dA by dt also represents something that is called jerk, by the way, the rate of change of acceleration, that is called jerk, but not in the much use in the syllabus, so don't worry, we are not interested in that. Example of jerk, like suppose something is going towards the wall and collides, suddenly there is change in the acceleration. It was initially going right side, now it is accelerating in left side, something like that. So rate of change of acceleration is called jerk, but that we don't have to use because it's not in our syllabus and it's not a very common kinematics variable. Now opposite, if suppose we have velocity time graph, and we have to find displacement. So we do the integration displacement using velocity time graph. When we differentiate velocity, we get change in position, and change in position is displacement, right? V is equal to dx by dt cross multiply dx is equal to v dt, and then we integrate this on both the side. Initial to final 0 to t, it become x2 minus x1 will be equal to integration of v dt. x2 minus x1 represent displacement. So जब भी हम किसी भी velocity time graph के अंदर का area निकालेंगे, that area will be equal to displacement. When we have to calculate distance, उसमें जितने भी graph है, जितने भी areas है, whether it is above the x-axis or below the x-axis, we'll take all to be positive. area under velocity time graph give displacement. So if velocity time graph is given and we have to find displacement, we will not calculate slope, we will calculate area, and that area will be the displacement. Right? Okay. Next. If suppose we have to calculate velocity using acceleration time graph, using velocity time graph, not relation. अगर relation होगा तो हम integrate करते हैं और वो हम पहले कर चुके हैं. Now second is velocity.
The previous slide. Done, sir. Done, sir. Sir, done.
Likewise, if you have to find velocity using acceleration time, so you have to be specific. This is acceleration time graph, or it is acceleration position graph, because they two give different information. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity dv by dt. So when we cross multiply and integrate, so when we integrate, it has to be always the different integration. Different integration means between the limit. Left hand side it gives velocity change. So जब भी हम acceleration time graph का area calculate करेंगे, that area will not give velocity, that area will give change in velocity when it is area under acceleration time graph. But suppose if the graph is acceleration versus position, a and x graph, then what we do? Ax graph का area निकालेंगे, then it will not be change in velocity. Then we have to be again velocity calculation using
एक बार
acceleration.
slide दिखाना, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now we have to calculate velocity using acceleration position graph. Using acceleration position A versus X graph. So acceleration का formula क्या होता है? V into dv by dx. In terms of x, when you cross multiply, it is vd. Integrate on both the sides, 0 to x, right side 0 to x, left side u to v. Now we are supposed to integrate on both the side. Right side integration will represent area. Left side में जब v को integrate करते हैं तो v square by 2 will be 0 to x a times dx. It become v square minus u square by 2 is 0 to x a dx. Right? So जब हम इन एरिया निकालेंगे एक्सेलरेशन और पोजीशन, ये आपको लर्न नहीं करना पड़ेगा. You cannot do this integration. You learn it's better. अगर ग्राफ A versus X का है, उसका एरिया will not be change in velocity. It will be final velocity square minus initial velocity square divided by 2. So these results you need to learn. Correct? Okay. So now we'll do some questions based on those questions. So open that problems, the graph worksheet. Problems related to the graph. That was the only one which is left. Wait. Problems related to graph. This one. Okay, so we have discussed all the concepts of the graph. Now we'll be solving this worksheet today to understand the application. First one. Okay, so it's better if suppose one by one all of you can tell. Okay, for the distance time graph, speed at instant t naught. Mr. Aditya, t naught पे हम speed पहले speed कैसे calculate करेंगे from the distance time graph? What should be the method? It is the slope or it is the area? Aditya,
Sir, slope.
slope, right? Now at time t is equal to t naught. What about the slope? Is it 0, positive, negative? Slope of tangent. So we draw a line which is touching the curve. That's called tangent. Is it parallel or it is making angle less than 90, greater than 90?
Sir, 0.
0 because it is parallel.
Yes, sir.
It will be 0. Right. Which of the following distance time graph is correct? And the others are why not correct? That also you have to tell. Okay. So who is next in line? Mr. Ayush. Question number second. Which of the following distance time graph is correct and which the other is 3? Why they are not correct? You also have to give me that explanation. First one, is it correct or not? If not, then why not?
Sir, can I tell?
Hey, Ayush, this is for Ayush. Mr. Ayush, can you speak?
Yes, sir.
This was second का first वाला सही है नहीं सही है? If not, then why not? Distance
Sir,
time
एक
graph.
minute.
हाँ लो 1 minute कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Take your time.
सर टाइम कांस्टेंट होता है पर इसमें तो फ्लक्स में जा रहा है.
That time.
सर टाइम इज मतलब टाइम कैन नॉट बी स्टॉप्ड देयरफॉर मतलब ए इज रॉन्ग.
Time cannot be stopped. Time stop कहाँ हो रहा है?
सर इसमें बस चेंज हो रहा है ना टाइम का डिस्टेंस मतलब फास्ट हो रहा है फिर स्लो हो रहा है.
वो नहीं हो
मतलब
सकता.
दिस इज यस सर.
तो कार चलाते हुए एक ही स्पीड से चलती है नहीं ना?
नहीं सर.
तो फिर that's not the correct logic. That's not the correct logic. Yes. Anyone else? Yes, Rishad, why it is not a possible graph?
सर इसका आंसर बी पार्ट.
So distance cannot be negative.
ए में तो नेगेटिव है ही नहीं.
So not negative, like it cannot decrease from a
Cannot
value.
decrease. Distance cannot decrease. It is the length of path. After going to a maximum value, it cannot decrease. Correct. B is possible. B is possible. C distance cannot be negative. D distance cannot decrease with time. Again. Not just the answer, you also have to see the logic. Displacement time graph is shown like this. What will be the corresponding distance time graph? Okay. So now these are the questions that you have to think on your own. It's not that this is directly formula based or something. Yes. Yes, boss. Third का
So
answer.
B,
Yes, sir. B.
B. So obviously because A possible नहीं है, D possible नहीं है, बचा C and B. In the C, the distance is becoming again constant, but if body is in motion, it cannot be constant, so it will be B only, right? Find the average speed in time interval 2 to 10 seconds. Average speed के लिए क्या करते हैं हम? We draw the initial and final point and the slope of that line. We don't bother what is the graph, irrespective of the graph. Calculate the slope of that line joining initial point to final point. That will be the average velocity. How much is that? How much is that?
So 0.25.
0.25 tan theta is this perpendicular, 10 minus 2, 8, and 12 minus 2 is 2 by 8, 1 by 4. Average velocity होती है दोनों point को join करने वाले line का slope, which is 1 by 4, so that becomes 0.2. Find the average velocity in time interval 0 to 10. Sorry, 0 to 5. Again, join that line, find the slope of that line. Yes,
So 20 meter is a B.
100 by 5. Again, the slope of this line, perpendicular is 100, base is 5, so it will be 20 meter per second. Okay. In the given sinusoidal, sinusoidal क्या होता है? एक sin और एक cos, दो कर्व होते हैं, दोनों को combine मिला के हम sinusoidal बोलते हैं, which means the periodically changing. This is sine graph and cos graph start होता है 1 से because cos 0 is 1. Sine and cos collectively called as sinusoidal function, periodic function. Now says the average velocity between t1 and t2. t1 और t2 के बीच की average velocity चाहिए तो वो sin function हो, cosine function हो, any function, we just join them. What is the slope of this line? What is the slope of this line?
So 0.
0. Right. Question number 7. Now here it is which graph? The particle starts from rest and acceleration versus displacement graph. So it is like a and dx, that thing. जब हम इसको integrate करते हैं, we just derived it. It does not give change in velocity. It gives v square minus u square by 2. Acceleration position या acceleration displacement time displacement graph का area that gives v square minus u square by 2. Just a second. राइट, v स्क्वायर माइनस u स्क्वायर बाई 2 इज एरिया. इसका एरिया कितना है? ऊपर वाला पॉजिटिव हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट, नीचे का नेगेटिव माइनस हाफ बेस इनटू हाइट. ये भी 5 ही होगा, देखने में नहीं लग रहा है कि इधर 5 इधर 5. tan theta भी सेम, so -5. Above the x-axis is positive, below the x-axis is negative. Initial velocity is 0. So v square by 2 will be equal to 50 minus 25, that is 25 by 2. 2 to gone, v is 5 meter per second. Since it was A versus S graph, we will calculate area, and that area will be equal to v square minus u square by. हाँ बेटा,
सर v नेगेटिव भी तो हो सकता है. सर
नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है, बिल्कुल सही है, ठीक है. So what is your doubt? I mean, what do you want to say?
v प्लस माइनस 5 होगा ना.
तो ठीक है, then ऑप्शन में तो नहीं है ना -5.
अच्छा सर, फिर 5 मीटर पर सेकंड रहेगा.
हाँ.
ओके सर, समझ गया.
Okay. Next. A particle on a straight line whose AT graph is as shown in the figure. At time t is equal to 0, velocity is -2. So u is -2. We have to find velocity at time t is equal to 4 seconds. So अभी क्योंकि ये AT ग्राफ है और AT ग्राफ का एरिया होता है v minus u. Area under acceleration time. Solve this area under acceleration time graph. Question number 8 and 9. Solve them. Just coming in a minute. Okay, so what is the answer for question number 8?
Option B.
Option B, 10.5. Okay, question number 9. 9 भी दिया था वैसे मैंने करने के लिए. 9 is little tricky. Anyone did question number 9? Question number 8 is B, 10.5. Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Question number 9. क्या करेंगे question number 9 में? Question number 9. It says that a particle is moving on a straight line and its P versus S graph is given, just like V versus X. Similarly, V versus S graph is given. And now we have to find this acceleration, magnitude of acceleration at point P. So if V is given, sorry, V versus X graph is given and we need to find acceleration. Acceleration is V into dV by dx. यहाँ पे x को ऐसे represent करें तो V into dV by dx. V उस point पे velocity which is given.
Sir,
dV
is
by
it
ds
P?
dV by ds is slope, so it will become root 3 into minus of root 3, but says it is asking only the magnitude. Magnitude will be 3 meter per second square. So whatever is given in the graph that we have to see, from there we have to find the relation. We have to find the exact relation that we have to draw. V versus X graph. Right? Okay. बेटा समझ आ गया क्वेश्चन नंबर 9. ये V वर्सेस S है तो हमें V वर्सेस S वाली कहानी करनी पड़ेगी यूज. Yeah. Question number 10. If the position versus time graph is as shown, what will be the corresponding acceleration time graph? अब ये ग्राफ से बनाओगे तो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. It's better that we use first maths and then draw it. How? ये ग्राफ है साइन का. Is this a graph of sine? No, this is a graph of minus sine. So x is equal to minus of sine. Differentiate further, so we get velocity. Sin t on differentiation give plus cos t. हमें चाहिए acceleration. Acceleration is dv by dt. So cos को differentiate करोगे again आएगा minus and minus minus become plus. So if this is minus sin t, acceleration will be plus sin t. इनमें से plus sin का कौन सा ग्राफ है? D. So we have to use the maths plus we have to use the graph. Both we have to use. Both we have to use to draw the relation, to find the relation. Yeah. Question number 11. It says that an ant tries to climb on wall. The time t naught in which it used its energy to climb fully finished. It depends on speed v on wall, and this dependence is as shown. So it is moving with a constant speed. It is moving with a constant speed, but in some times energy is finished, so it falls. That time is t naught. So here it is 1 by t naught given. 1 by t naught is क्या हमें calculate करना है? What we have to calculate here is, with the help of graph, find the maximum height attained by the ant. Since it is moving with a constant velocity, so the maximum height it will be v into t naught. v is 2 और t naught हम यहाँ से calculate कर लेंगे 1 divided by 0.04.
समझ नहीं आया।
समझ नहीं आया क्वेश्चन समझो पहले क्या बोल रहा है। एक चींटी चलने की कोशिश कर रही है, वो एक कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से चलती रहती है, कांस्टेंट स्पीड से, और टी नॉट टाइम पे उसकी एनर्जी खत्म हो जाती है, वो गिर जाती है नीचे, राइट? ये तो समझ आया।
यस सर।
v स्पीड से ऊपर जा रही है, हमें ये बताना कितनी हाइट तक वो चल रही है, तो डिस्टेंस इज स्पीड इनटू टाइम।
यस सर।
Distance is speed into time. We just calculate the value of time. Time value आगे 1/0.04 or distance given at 2. So speed given at 2. Yes.
से 50 meters।
50 meters. Simple. Question simple है, केवल उसकी लैंग्वेज आपको समझनी है. Questions are usually simple. Okay. 12 अभी छोड़ देते हैं. 4 से इंटीग्रेशन थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. Yeah. Question number 13. Consider a rubber ball freely falling from a height of 4.9 onto a horizontal elastic plate. Elastic plate का मतलब? What is the meaning of elastic plate? Elastic का मतलब होता है जितनी स्पीड से आई उतनी स्पीड से वापस आएगी. So if it comes with velocity v, it will go back with the velocity minus v. That is the meaning of elastic collision. So ये rubber ball किसी plate से आके collide करती है, and if it comes with velocity v, it will bounce back with the same velocity. So velocity as a function of time, the height as a function of time. So there are two graphs. Okay. No. Velocity as a function of time बताना है हमें, and then so initial velocity 0. अगर हम डाउनवर्ड को नेगेटिव लेते हैं, बिकॉज एक्सेलरेशन इज नेगेटिव, उसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ती जा रही है. बिफोर कोलिजन इट वाज -v, आफ्टर कोलिजन इट बिकम v, एंड दैट बिकम 0, एंड अगेन इट विल बिकम -v. So 0 to -v, and then again it become +v to -v, then again it join from +v to -v. So that is C option. अब क्योंकि ये रबर बॉल है, so इसको थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा. That's why this graph is taking some time to go from +v to -v or -v to +v. A नहीं हो सकता because it is always positive only. There's no change in direction. B और C में क्या पंगा है? Time interval is not equal. Here time interval is equal t1, t2, t2 because it is going to the same speed. So that's why. Answer will be C. Now I was saying कि अगर यही question होता and not the rubber ball, it is some steel ball or metal ball, और इसको हमने किसी height से drop किया है, it collides with the floor perfectly elastically, मतलब जितनी speed से आ रही है उतनी speed से वापस. So initially it is going with velocity minus v, and now just after collision it becomes plus v. Then it goes up, comes back with velocity minus v. So in this case, assuming that this collision is perfectly elastic and this is a hard quartz ball or steel ball, so इसको bounce होने में time लगेगा, ये जैसे ही collide करेगी. Similarly, at the same time, it will bounce back. So initially 0 to minus v, and then minus v to plus v. Again plus v says 0 to minus v, then again it bounce back. So this will be the kind of graph. NCRT, the question is, in every collision, if it loses 1/10 of its velocity, if it loses 1/10 of its velocity, then every time it bounce back, the speed will be less. Here, every time speed is v, so if it is minus v, it becomes v. A ball, steel or maybe quartz ball, is dropped from certain height, it bounces back with same speed. It bounces back with same speed after hitting the floor. Draw its velocity time and displacement time graph. So velocity time तो हमने बना लिया है. Initially velocity was 0. Time के साथ velocity negative है. ये NCERT में questions हैं. These are very relevant even for your school exams. Bounce होने पे same speed होती है, so it is jumping from minus v to plus v. अब आते हैं हम इसके displacement पे. So ये कैसी है? Negative slope line graph. Velocity is negative slope line all the time, so it will be a downward parabola only. Downward parabola with initial slope 0. Downward parabola with initial slope 0. Displacement time graph of
Sir,
displacement
can you
कहाँ
go
से
to the
लेना है?
previous slide?
Displacement हम कहाँ से ले रहे हैं? From the initial point or from the final point? Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, done, sir.
Okay. अब हम बात कर रहे हैं displacement time की. Right, so displacement time graph कैसा बनेगा? It will be a downward parabola. It is downward parabola. Now suppose if we consider the displacement from the ground. तो पहले ये h पे है. When it touches the ground, it will be 0 and then it will be, sorry. हम displacement ground से बना रहे हैं. This is y versus. अगर ऊपर से बनाएंगे, then it will be exactly opposite. Opposite means displacement from the ground, where y is the height from the ground. So it was initially maximum, then 0, then maximum, like this. It will continue like this. Every time it is the same path. A second, sorry. Initially its velocity is 0, so it is like this. It will be like this because it is a downward parabola, right? This will be the displacement versus time graph, where displacement is from the ground. So initially y will be h. It is decreasing after the collision. It becomes velocity from v naught to minus v naught. Right, so this is y versus displacement is from the ground. This is a practical case. इसी में second case क्या था? अगर suppose after every collision, if the ball loses 1/10, ये NCERT का question है. Ball loses 1/10 velocity or speed at each collision. Find its velocity versus time.
सर ये स्टील बॉल कैसे बाउंस कर सकती है?
हाँ बेटा,
सर स्टील बॉल लास्ट क्वेश्चन में स्टील बॉल है तो वो कैसे बाउंस कर सकती है?
steel is perfectly elastic. One of the किसी rigid ball से rigid support से जब ये metallic surface से हो तो हमेशा बाउंस बैक ही होगी. तो स्टील बॉल नहीं हो सकती, ये कह रहे हो आप?
यस
फिर कौन
सर.
सी बॉल होगी? स्टील बॉल तो हमेशा बाउंस होगी. स्टील इज वन ऑफ द वेरी हाईली इलास्टिक मटेरियल. नो डिफॉर्मेशन, नो लॉस. मतलब नीचे का जो सरफेस है वो भी स्टील ही है, आप ऐसा अज्यूम कर लो. दिस इज अ परफेक्टली इलास्टिक कोलिजन. वेरी हार्ड रिजिड फ्लोर.
ओके सर.
If collision it loses 1/10th, 1/10th of the speed. So ये पहली बार 0 से -v, and then it bounce back to 9/10th of v. Next time 81/100, and next time so on. So every time the collision it loses some of its velocity, so it bounce back not to v, it goes back to 9v/10, and so on. Every time, so it will be losing. It will stop after the very short period of time. Right? बेटा समझ गया पिछले वाले में इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है? क्योंकि पिछले वाले में इलास्टिक कोलिजन था, इट बाउंसेस बैक टू द सेम हाइट it bounces by the same to the same height, and now it is losing 1/10 of the speed. Similarly, when we draw this displacement versus time graph, y from the ground, the displacement versus time. So when it bounces back, the speed will not be same. I mean, not same. Here it is the same slope. It will not be same slope. It will change like this. This will be the displacement versus time graph when it is losing the speed. Okay, so I think we have done the graph, all possible varieties, but there are many good questions, and especially the NCERT back questions, graph based, are very good. So you have to solve those questions. Next class, Friday class, we'll discuss the doubts from the graph and from this chapter. Relative motion is only one topic that is left, so that we will do a little bit now, and then after the vector, because vector is very crucial for the relative motion. Okay, that's it for today. A graph wala portion revise kar lena. This is very important for the exam point of view. Right? Especially the conversion. These graphs, the practical graph, a ball is dropped from certain height, PT graph. This is in the NCERT, and school generally asks this type of question. Okay. Right? Okay then.
Thank you, sir.